Isabel Joy Farrar joins me on set, and it's such a tremendous story, a tremendous light. She came into the studio and immediately started to engage in conversation, and she would, of course, explain to you that her inspiration would have come from her late big sister, Gilbert, who, based on the book in hand, a tremendous poet, and based on this book in hand, based on your own lived reality, you're here with us today, and I want to thank you for not only being on the program, but for sharing your art, because to me, art is only art once it's shared. I mean, you could have kept all your writings for yourself, but you decided to share, and really and truly, we want to kind of start off from the inception. Where did the inspiration and the start really, when you go back in your memory bank, where did it all start for you?
So I remember being in primary school, and when I was in primary school, I remember getting these assignments to write short stories. And I would sit down there and I would think about what I wanted to write. And I remember doing one story where I took on the role of being a pair of ballet shoes. And I told the story from the point of view of a pair of ballet shoes, just going around town with this girl. And I wrote another story. They gave us a prompt and they said, write about a traumatic incident. And you would think like maybe a 10-year-old and 11-year-old doesn't have any particularly traumatic incidents, hopefully. But I wrote about the birth of my baby cousin, and he was premature. And I remember sharing those things with my family, and I just remember them saying, the story really moved me. Please keep writing. And it started from there in primary school.
Primary school, and of course at home with the family. But how much would you say your sister played an important and integral role?
So my sister was a good bit older than me. So we had different mums, same dad. So when I was a little girl, when I was born, she was already in her early 20s. And I always looked up to her as this cool girl. I just remember she had like these cool like denim jackets, and she was just very like rock and roll and edgy. And I didn't really appreciate her poetry until I got older, and I saw how invested she was in it. I saw how much she worked to get her master's in creative writing at UWI, and I knew she wanted to publish something. So this January, unfortunately, she passed away unexpectedly, and when she passed away, the book got published. So she had moved to the UK, and she had gotten internationally published with different poetry magazines. And this book, what I love about it is that it really draws heavily on a lot of Caribbean metaphors. Her writing and her craftsmanship is so elaborate. It's the kind of poems that you can read over and over and get more and more meaning out of each time. So when Shaquille, big up Shaquille Warren, by the way, thank you so much for inviting me to do this. When he asked me if I wanted to do the show, I immediately thought I want to use this as an opportunity not only to share my writing and my poetry, but also my sister's writing, and the fact that it's what's keeping her alive. Like, her legacy is going to always be there because of this book. And
could you share one of her works with us, and then we'll go straight into yours?
Sure.
So I'll exit and you take it away.
No problem. Okay, so this poem is one that she actually did a spoken word for, and she has it on YouTube. So if you ever want to look it up and hear it in her voice, feel free to do so. I'm going to do my very best to give it justice. Okay. Lajables considers flight. They named you Shada, crash of broken glass. The villagers saw the signs. The keloid tattoo, the eclipsed iris, the blotched tongue. At 16, you swiped oxblood from a stubborn son, charged a light pole in his name, totaled a man, exiled a soul. They had enough of you, luring fathers into forests, your night kitchen strewn with rice. Kobo overseers share a hunch, knowing birth is a fate worse than breath. They smell the rot. Your time is nigh. They will send you to slaughter, drown you in an unblessed sea. Thank you.
Excellent.
Good book.
And now I guess we could take in one of your
Sure.
Works of art. Again,
Thank you so
just to let
much.
folks know, Gilbert.
French.
Before we wrap things up, I'll definitely again want you to tell everyone where we could get this. And now this is your piece. What's the name of it?
Okay, so this is called Then the Voice in My Head Said, and I wanted to shout out the newspaper that it's from. It's from the school that I work at. We have a newspaper. It's called the Maple Messenger. I love my school so much because as a teacher there, I was a student there myself, and that was also like a vital source of inspiration for my writing. They have so many creative things, and there was this competition called What's Your Right? So after I did CXC, I went to this school. It's Maple Leaf International, by the way, and they have a competition called What's Your Right? And I entered my short story, and I won, and it was such an empowering moment for a 16-year-old. I think it was 16 or 17, and that also kept me going, made me want to write more. And it's so crazy because it's such a full circle moment, because now the teacher that founded it, I'm on the committee with her. She's my HOD, and yeah, it's just awesome. So
Isabel, take it away.
Thank you.
Take it away.
Then the voice in my head said, I see you've been twisting and turning, lighting and burning, sleeping and keeping these dark thoughts from creeping. But it's this never-ending midnight, so turn on your nightlight. I'll tuck you into bed tightly. You're bleeding, it's unsightly. Now your bedspread is red, dreams drop dead are seeping out of your head. You couldn't contain them, but darling, you need not explain them. As your angry lover retreats, roll out your stained bed sheets. Let them paint your body scarlet. In the moonlight, you're a starlet. In the dead of night, you're a lively sight. So when all is too loud, when all is too quiet, wake up the crowd and start a riot. Then run with delighted screams, your arms outstretched running for the life of your dreams. And now leave all unnecessary things behind. Discard their voices, keep me in mind. It's peaceful in the forest. We sit naked for the dawn, listening to the sound of dreams rising as they are reborn. Thank you.
Yeah, Isabel. As we wrap things up, Isabel, where can folks, if they want to keep in touch or at least get information on the book, how can they reach out to you?
I'm really excited to talk about where they can get the book because it's going to be on sale. I'm going to have a booth in October, on October the 10th at the Bookish Market. So one of my co-workers is hosting this fantastic market. They're actually still looking for vendors. So if you have plants, flowers, candles, books, they're looking for all these local artisans and artists. And it's going to be at Queen's Hall from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. October the 10th.
Excellent.
So I'll have the book on sale there, and I hope everyone comes out and enjoys the human creativity. I didn't get to touch on it, but I just think in this era of technology, and especially from the vantage point of a teacher, it's so important that we keep human creativity alive. So
well said.
Yeah.
Isabel,
thank you so much.
Real joy. Isabel, it's been a real joy, a literal joy to have you on the program.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're most welcome.
Really appreciate it.
Most welcome. We're going to take that pause and come back with some music. Classy joins us from now straight up until 8 a.m. Isabel, all the best.
Same to you. Thank you.
All right.